Okay, so we're gonna start a brand new game. In the main story this time. I'm not gonna go to hard or unfair. Because, well... I don't know the game well enough. And unfair is just, you know, more sadistic than I want to deal with. So, let's go with that. Now I could use one of these pre-made characters and say, yeah, life's doing good as it is. I could. I'm going to. Not this time anyway. So let's see about finding a character that I actually want to play. Yeah, it's all gonna... I know, I'm weird. I'm starting everything based off the portrait instead of, you know, just finding a portrait I like and going from there. I've got a couple ideas of how I'm going to do this. I'm trying to think of what type of... do I want to be a tank? Do I want to be a damage dealer? Do I want to be a damage dealer up close or a range? Or, you know, what do I want to do? That's been kind of my issue right now. What do I want to do? So I think this time around I will be picky. That's what I'll be. I'm thinking a ranger. And I like elves. That's just me personally. I like them. Now, looking at this side, they get perception checks. They get elven magic abilities, so anytime they cast spells or arcana spell skill checks, it's gonna help. We need a magic sleep, because elves don't sleep. They meditate. I'm gonna stay with a male elf because male-female really doesn't matter to me, and I'm lazy. That's really what it comes down to. These are all in alphabetical, so for those who haven't played this game before, or unfamiliar with classes in Pathfinder, this has a majority of them. So there are a few expanded Pathfinder classes you won't find in here, but you'll get Alchemist, and each one will have 4 subclasses. So you got the base level, and then 3 additional. So they give different things. So like the Alchemist has bombs, mutagen, can throw anything. You know, great. This one gets you some martial weapons proficiency just right off the bat. Sneak attack with Vivisectionist. The Chirurgeon. You know, different class skills. So they each have, you know, different bonuses. You have Alchemist, Barbarian. I don't remember all the Barbarian stuff. So let's see. You got Armored Hulk. Oh. Yeah. What the? Full heavy armor Barbarian. That's... like that's ever gonna cause problems. I have not looked at these. So you get an animal companion as a Mad Dog Barbarian, okay. And so a different type of tanking barbarian. Interesting. That's Oh, okay. I may do that on a different playthrough. Bards are often overlooked. Bards are a great support, and I know that you get a bard companion, like, immediately, so definitely, you have 2 bards, you know, I'm not that crazy about, but there's definitely some good with it. Wait, Flame Dancer, what was that? Oh, that's cool. Not playing with that right now. See, I also... I'm toying with the idea of a cleric, but I'm not doing... I don't want to do an elf cleric. Probably do a druid, because, well, I like druids. Oh, we didn't go through all the cleric stuff. So the cleric could get crusaders, which are more on the, you know, fighting side of it. Just, you know, get up, you know, beep faces. Herald collars. They're summoners. These guys, role-playing them, I think will be more fun than playing in a video game. Just my thoughts. The druids, you also have blight druids, which are the contrary. They're either healing or not. Defender of the true world. They want to kill Fae. Bring balance to nature by destroying Faes. And then there's those who, oh, Fae creatures are the natural world. Yeah. Fighters are good, you know, beat 'em up class. I was actually leaning towards them too. I like the thought of the Eldori Defender just because I actually role-played a character like this, basically a sword dancer. Having a character high in dexterity is perfect for this for 2 reasons. The dueling sword is a finesse weapon. Finesse lets you use dexterity instead of strength as your damage dealing. So, high dex, high power. Tower shield, while the tower shields are great, I don't like how it slows you down. And two-handed fighters, yeah, they're fine. Inquisitors I have never played, honestly. I feel that they're more of a violent cleric. Could be wrong. Please let me know if I am. Just the nature of the beast. And... but let's see how that's looking. Just take a look. Monster Tactician. No, they summon monsters. And then Animal Companion. So basically a druid or a ranger inquisitor. This is another one that I'm actually going to play in a different playthrough. The kineticists, I don't understand. Magus, pretty straightforward. They're basically close-range wizards. So they got a bit more health. They're the spell swords of other D&D life. The Elder Sign's probably more used of them. Sword Saint I really like, that's more traditional, that spell sword. And Eldritch Archer. This one wouldn't be bad. Don't think I'll be playing it this time around. Monks are monks are monks. They hit fast, they hit often. Which I like the concept of that. Paladins, they're fine. They're good. They're a good... I don't like using them as tanks, but they're good damage dealers. They're good in-betweeners. So, healers, damage dealers, all that fun stuff. Ranger, this is the one I like. And what I'm going to be playing with this time around. So we're going to look at that. This one I actually don't like the other sub-archetypes. The Freebooter is nice, because you do get the Freebooter's Bane. Let me show you what that is, because I played this one a little bit. So you're able to indicate an enemy and everybody gets bonus attacks on that enemy. However, notice you're losing a few things, like, oh, I don't know, Animal Companion? Which the Animal Companion is a really nice aspect. The Flame Warden, again, you don't get the Animal Companion, but you do get... There we go. A few other things. So, you still get the favorite enemy. You get some more combat style feats. At level 4, much like all of them, you will get spellcasting, but this will also let you burst into flame. If you're going to do a Flame Warden, you're probably going to be more like a melee ranger, which is fine, but that's not the type I'm going to play. I definitely don't want to play an elf melee ranger, because lower constitution, and the bit I've played of this game so far, constitution needs to be your friend. Stormwalker's another good one, very similar to Flame Warden, but I feel this is a more of a range elemental ranger. So yeah, you see, it's a lot more with speed and movement and some good things. But I prefer having the Animal Companion. Basically, you're able to get more with it. So on level 4, you form the Hunter's Bond. You do get spell choices. You will get spells right around 4th level as well. It gets you all... So you can either do an Animal Companion, or you can bond to the human companion, or the other companions in your party. you additional people to fight, additional things to go through. You know, basically damage dealers. And you never know when you're going to be overwhelmed. It's nice to have that additional damage to hit, take things down a little bit faster. I'm not really going to worry about the appearance too much. Because that just looks too weird. That looks fine. And he looks fat. I don't want a fat ranger, it seems weird. Now this is one thing that's interesting, to make them right-handed or left-handed. Does that make any practical difference? No! But I just thought it was cool you can do it. We could zoom in on these, but can't. Face. Yeah, it's just scary. And I think the smile's scarier. Just keep a neutral face. Again, you can do... wrong button. You can do different skin colors. So you can make them look brown, you can make them look like a traditional wood elf. Make them blue. WD. But whatever. Now his hood is up, so the hairstyle doesn't really matter, and hood, whatever. This is one thing that I should do more often. You can change the primary color. That will change the effects of the colors on everything they wear. All the armors, everything. Boost the color scheme. So I'm actually gonna do, let's do the black with green. So those are primary colors, secondary colors, makes that good. So here's where I was talking about earlier. Now, strength, since I'm a ranger, mostly dealing with range. I'm gonna pop up his dex pretty high. Let's drop that down a little. We're gonna drop it to 12. Yeah, so now charisma is an often overlooked one. I'm gonna keep it as it is. I also don't like having anything as a negative score. 10 is usually the baseline of normalcy in D&D. That's me. That's where I like it. It's how we do. So that's just, again, kind of where I like it. Now you see all these different things. These are all going to be for different skill checks throughout the game. I like athletics and stealth for my main. I like knowing about the world, nature, perception. However, I don't use stealth that much. And there's some bonuses for stealth. I'm going to pull back on the world. Perception and persuasion. Persuasion, definitely big things that I want to deal with. Yeah, I'll go that route. I was just thinking about it. So, since I'm focusing with the ranger, and I want to be at distance, I want to take this point-blank shot. Big reason. If they come in closer, I'm going to get a damage bonus. Plus, it's going to give me another feat down the line. I'm going to want to take action on. If I was dealing with more close range, definitely weapon finesse, 100%. But I'm not dealing with close range. I'm not mostly dealing with close range. This one's a little bit trickier. Favorite enemy. They always let you get better damage on things. I'm going to most likely go with animals. Because it's just tough. So we've got all these things. I could have done I could do monstrous humanoids. That'd be another good option. Or undead. That's actually not a bad idea either. But I'm going to go with animals. Just starting with animals. I can get more favorite enemies down the line. Not a huge deal. I like chaotic good.
I'll strike as one. I won't.
My skills.
I'll calm down. Not dead yet.
I just like his voice. I didn't go through all of them because I know the voices. And now I've named myself. Oh, remember that. 12-7.
This will hurt.
Remember that. It's actually my birthday, so that's why I chose that one. Okay, and we got that, Yes, that's right. Elf is a special ability.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
And now we start the story.
Where are they? This is taking forever! They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori sword lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Nancy's voice sounds familiar. But I can't place where she's from.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Salimius of Rostov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. and I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless. Exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder. Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
I will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
Why is this guy even here? Why did he even show up?
If I may please answer the question. We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
That never ends well in real life, just throwing that out there.
That's a good point. As I see it, this Stag Lord already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
Don't
Which
ask
really,
stupid questions.
aren't we
Why should
kind
you
of
even care?
being
What they have to gain
bandits
and
here?
why, that's
Whatever.
for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
They're working really hard to make us not like
Of
Tartusio,
course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise.
which I'm okay with.
But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
And what reward would you seek beyond a noble title and your own lands?
We'll absorb the costs of preparing and equipping your expeditions. Once you return victorious, Restov will also allocate you a significant sum to provide financial support for you to establish your country. Essentially, we'll help you build your capital. I hope such a reward is satisfactory.
Words, words, words. Significant, financial. I can't fill my belly with pretty words.
Of course. There will also be an official banquet held in your honor. All of Rostov's high society will gather to celebrate your feat.
Who doesn't like food?
Now you're talking.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Rostov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson? Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's
get an
crown,
answer.
or whatever it is Barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs.
I'm okay with that.
This is the person I'll write my book about. Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years
no one knows
later,
what the trouble
based on
is.
the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new badge.
Sounds like an REO Speedwagon song.
Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then
I don't know,
thought,
Lindsay, why?
I could be that
Why?
bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way. Oh yeah, she's fantastic. You can tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, all right? I'm sure you'll agree. All right, I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
This is the one downside of games like this. You get railroaded. But that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Help! Help! The mansion's under attack.
That's never
We
a good
need
sound.
to help.